Hey guys, this is Austin from Jonesbrosgarage, back again today for another awesome video. Last week I covered 5 tips for beginner motorcycle riders, and this week I wanted to go ahead and give you guys 5 more. So here's 5 more things I wish I would have known the day I started riding. We'll go ahead and get right into it. Okay guys, my first tip is you could actually use your kickstand to do a quick U-turn on your motorcycle. If you're in a tight area where you don't want to maybe back your motorcycle back around, or you don't want to ride it back around, and you just want to make a real quick U-turn before you even get on your bike, you can lean your bike up onto its kickstand and spin it. It takes a little bit of practice to get the perfect balance for your bike, and obviously if you're riding something like this big bike here, you probably won't be able to, but on any sport bike, naked bike, supermoto, any type of bike like that, you should be able to do this trick. Okay guys, the second tip I can give you has to do with hill starts. This was one of the most challenging things for me as a beginner, and you know, even after riding for a while and hopping up to this bigger bike here, it was a challenge all over again. I think a lot of riders struggle with this when they're first starting to ride. When you're starting on a steep hill, the biggest tip I can give you is hold one of your brakes, preferably the rear brake. Obviously, that's going to stop you from rolling back. And then you want to ease off the clutch and ease onto the gas until you feel the bike start wanting to pull you. Once you feel that, let off the brake, and then, you know, just slowly release the clutch from there. But once you feel that bike start wanting to pull you forward, it's going to hold you and you're not going to roll back, so you can let off the brake. That's a way that you could start up any hill, no matter how steep, no matter how heavy your bike is. It's always going to work, and it's the best way to do it. Okay guys, the third tip I can give you is that you don't have to be sitting on your bike to reverse it. I know this sounds really simple, but especially for a shorter rider like me, I never really reverse my bike while sitting on it. Sometimes I do with the bagger just because it's so heavy that it's more convenient and it's kind of low, but I physically cannot do that on my Husky, and I can't do that on any super sport motorcycle either. It's actually a lot easier if you get off the bike, kind of lean it towards you, and you could use your hip to help hold the bike, and then you could just walk it backwards. That's the easiest way to reverse your bike. A lot of people just sit on the bike and try to kind of duck walk it back, but honestly it's so much easier just to stand beside it. And like I said, the biggest tip I can give you is use your hip to hold some of the weight of the bike and help stabilize it. The fourth tip I can give you guys is don't target fixate. Target fixation is a big cause of wrecks on motorcycles, and basically what it is, if you don't know, is your motorcycle goes where your eyes look. You know, your body positioning mimics your eyes, and the motorcycle mimics what you do. So when you look at something, subconsciously you start heading towards it. If something is in the middle of the road, like say a big pothole, a dead animal, or even if an animal runs out, you don't want to be staring at that object or that animal, whatever it is. You don't want to stare at it because it's going to cause you to start tracking towards it. You want to make sure you look straight through it and just pretend it's not even there, you know? Obviously be aware of where it is, but you definitely don't want to fixate on it. That's called target fixation. Okay guys, my fifth and final tip I can give you, and this one definitely could save your life. I see wrecks from this all the time on different YouTube videos and people talking about it on forums. Check your mirrors before you slow down, and definitely before you come to a stop, and also just when you're sitting at an intersection. You want to make sure before you slow down, stop, or if you're sitting at an intersection, you check your mirrors and make sure that you know what's behind you, because I mean, it happens all the time in cars where people get rear-ended, but it's a lot bigger of a deal on a motorcycle, you know? If you're going 70 on the highway and you see something in front of you where you need to slow down, you need to be very aware of what's behind you, because if you just dive on the brakes, the person behind you is still going 70 and they're texting, they'll just plow right through you, which is a huge, huge issue where you're on a motorcycle. Same thing coming to stop at a stoplight. Someone could be not paying attention, you know, people are always texting or whatever, and they could just blow right through you. So you want to check your mirrors, and if you see that somebody is coming really quickly towards you, or they don't seem to be aware that you're slowing down, you want to have a path planned to get out of the way of that driver, you know. That's a really big thing that could help keep you safe. It could definitely save your life on a motorcycle. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you didn't see yet, I posted a video last week on 5 tips for beginner motorcycle riders, and it was before this video. So if you didn't watch that yet, I'll post it right up here and you could go ahead and check that out. Also, a 6th tip that I can give you guys is go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I make other videos like this where if you're a beginner all the way up to an advanced rider, you could learn more about riding. You could also check out a bunch of different bikes that I review. So if you're into that kind of content, go ahead and subscribe. It really helps support me. As always, if you liked the video, give that like button a little finger action. Let me know in the comments if any of these tips helped you out or if you have any other good tips for beginner motorcycle riders. Thank you guys for checking out my video.